Hi everyone, I'm so excited today because I'm doing an international collaboration with the beautiful Monika, who lives in New Hampstead in the USA. So I'm in Australia, she's in the US, and we're doing this together. And today we're going to be talking about eyelash serums. Both Monika and I use eyelash serums, so I'm going to ask her a bunch of questions. Let's get started. I really encourage you go and check out Monika's gorgeous YouTube channel. She's such a delight. You'll find the description in the description box below a link to her channel, so please go and visit her.
Thank you so much, Ziggy, for inviting me to do this awesome collab with you. I'm like so super excited to do this. This is going to be my first international collab that I've done.
Monika, tell me, when did you first start using an eyelash serum, and what product are you actually using?
I first started using an eyelash serum. I actually started to do some homemade remedies before I actually bought the serum that I've been using, because I never had eyelashes, and as a young girl I was always so incredibly jealous of all those girls that had these beautiful, wonderful eyelashes, and there I was with these little stubbly blonde things that nobody could ever see. One of the things that I had found was this homemade remedy. And it was a combination of coconut oil, castor oil, and vitamin E. So I was using that probably from mid-August until my Care Pros came in. I ended up following the advice of some of the wonderful mature women that I follow on YouTube who had talked about this product called Care Pros. And I just thought it was phenomenal, and I read the reviews and all of that, and I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and actually buy it. I was a little nervous because it was not cheap.
Fantastic. What made you choose Care Pros and not any other brand of this product?
I think I chose Care Pros again because of all of the women that I'd been watching on YouTube, and these are women that I really trusted their opinions, and also because it was an economic decision. Quite frankly, even though Care Pros is pretty expensive, it was very reasonably priced compared to some of the alternate products. For example, Letitia's prescription here, and my hairdresser was actually using that for her eyelashes, and she was paying $120 for a little tube like this, a 3mm, container, the same as my Care Pros, whereas I paid, I bought 3 of these for, I think it was 70 some odd dollars, including shipping. So it was economics, and also I really trusted the recommendations and the opinions of some of the mature ladies, and I figured, what do I have to lose? I don't have any eyelashes to begin with.
Monika, do you want to share with us how you apply your eyelash serum to your eyelashes? That would be fantastic.
One of the things that I was concerned about was basically having a lot of waste of the product. So when I bought my Care Pros, I noticed that there was this little tiny, and I'm not too sure the camera is going to pick it up, indent in the lid. The lame brush that actually came with it was quite long. I trimmed it way down. I made it really shorter and thicker. I mean, you can use any kind of a brush you want, but I didn't like the floppy, long brush, and I also didn't like the idea of dropping it as the directions say on the brush. So I would take the lid off, and after I sanitized it, which I sanitize it before I use it and after I use it with rubbing alcohol, I would, in this little indent in the lid, I would very, very carefully drop one dropper in there, and it was the perfect size to actually hold that one dropper. Then I would take my trimmed, sanitized brush, and of course I had all my eye makeup off. And when you remove your eye makeup, your mascara especially, you need to make sure you're using an oil-free product. So I very gently removed my eye makeup, make sure there was no oil, because somehow the oil did something with the Care Pros and wasn't a good mix. So I made sure that was totally clean, and right before bed, I would dip my brush very gently in there, and I would go as close as possible to the eyelash, to the edge of my lid, on the upper part, obviously, and I would coat once, and then I'd go to the other eyelash and coat again, and I would dip again, and I sometimes could get 3 coats and still have some product in this little dropper or little indent. And then I would take it and dip it, and I would just coat along my eyebrows, because as we get older, our eyebrows also need a little bit of help. So that's really what I did. I found that by using the lid the way that I did that, I saved a lot of product, and the product actually lasted a lot longer for me. And again, that's economics, so it worked out just perfect for me.
And how long was it before you noticed any difference in the length of your eyelashes, or the thickness or the darkness of them at all?
You know, it's funny. I have heard, and even the directions say, that you're not going to really notice a difference till you hit maybe 8 weeks or 10 weeks into the program. But I actually noticed the difference going into the 6-week mark. And I started to see, you know, that my eyelashes were growing longer, and also they were getting darker. They were getting thicker as well. So this was 6 weeks into it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so super psyched when I saw that. And of course, it just doubly motivated me to continue on with this. And I didn't, you know, I couldn't believe the change, because I really didn't have any eyelashes to speak of. And I'm going to insert a before and after so that you can see what I'm talking about.
And have you found any side effects at all from using the product at all, Monika?
The only thing that I really noticed that happened to me was I had 2 little tiny freckles. One little freckle right here under my eye and one on my lid. Those freckles got slightly darker. They didn't get bigger, but they got slightly darker. So, you know, maybe that's a side effect. I don't know. But I never got the redness or the swelling of the lids that some people talk about. And my blue eyes stayed blue. They never went brown. I mean, my eyes kind of change in the light. Sometimes they're a little bit more greenish and hazel or whatever, but overall, I never noticed any discoloration of my eyeballs or my eye color at all. And I've heard other people had talked about that. So the only other side effect, if you can call it a side effect, is I have literally had to trim my eyelashes. Who ever heard of that? I never did. So I have these little tiny scissors, and every now and then, and I think I've actually, since I've completed my 4 months, I think I've actually had to trim them like once a month. I think I've trimmed them about 4 times so far. And just a slight little trim, because I know some would grow longer faster. And so I wanted to kind of make it a little bit more even. So yeah, I've had to trim them. And the other thing is I sometimes call them unruly, because, you know, when I'm putting on my mascara, I might have one going this way or that way. And, you know, I have to try to make them kind of go the same way. So side effects, I don't really consider trimming my eyelash truly a side effect. And my freckle getting darker, I can live with that, especially having these awesome eyelashes. So I've actually completed my 4 months. That you have to do. You have to stay on this program. You know, basically it's a 16-week program. I've completed that, and at that point in time, I was using this 1 night a week, and now I'm down to 2 nights a week. So basically, Wednesday and Sunday nights is my Care Prost night. That's how I remember it, and I just make sure I apply it. I also was worried about running out of the product, because where I was buying it in the States, they were on back order, so I found an alternate source to purchase my Care Prost. I'm going to continue to use it. I don't think that there's, you know, been any huge issues in my life that would prevent me from using this. So I love it, and I love my lashes.
Fantastic, thanks Monika. Yes, I had a couple of issues. One, at the beginning my eyelids swelled a little bit, so that was a little bit off-putting. And I guess one of the other side effects that I have is that sometimes my eyelashes get so long that I don't have to trim them necessarily, but they don't always grow and behave themselves. They tend to go off in different directions, so I have to teach them how to grow in the right direction, I think. I want to say a huge thank you again to Monika for doing this collab with me. So exciting doing international collaborations, so exciting doing any collaborations. So please don't forget to go down to the description box and find the link to Monika's channel and head over to her and subscribe to her. She's a fantastic YouTuber. I love her videos that she puts up. Fantastic vlogging on her part. So I'm sure that you will enjoy visiting Monika's channel.
So thanks so much, Ziggy, for inviting me to do this international collab. It's been wonderful, and I look forward to watching our videos when they go live on YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.
So that's been another video from me and Monika to you. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, it's bye from me. Please subscribe and join the Look 10 Years Younger team. You'll find the subscribe button that looks like this, and you'll find it down there. And when you click on it, poof, it magically changes, and now it'll look like that. If you click on the little bell button that's in there, it'll bring up a new window. And if you click on the button that says send me all notifications from this channel, every time I upload a video, it'll be first in your subscription feed, so you can stay up to date with me. I love sharing videos with you, so you can find my last video here, and you can find another great video from me down there. I upload every Monday and every Thursday, so let's stay in touch. So that's been another video from me to you. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, so until then, bye from me.